Okay.
All right. Good morning, everyone. We're getting ready to get started. Ms. Wilson will take down the notes so that the officer can find the screen. There we go. See it now?
There we go.
All right. I couldn't even see it. Yes, sir. That's perfect. All right. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes. I'm serving as your presiding judge on this morning. Happy Monday to everybody. Y'all look so happy to be in court, Ms. Colbert and Mr. Corbin. Good morning, good morning. All right, we are going to get started. I'll have the attorneys, if you could place your appearance on the record. Before you do that, I'm looking at the lineup. If you are in my courtroom, please turn on your camera so that we can get you to the right place. We don't know that you're here if you don't have your camera on. Secondly, if you are in my courtroom, you must not have on any headgear, hats, scarves, or anything like that, because we are streaming live to the rest of the world, and it is still a courtroom. So Ms. Davis, I'm gonna turn off your camera so you can get yourself together. All right. On today, if you are an attorney and you are checking in on a case on the traffic docket, please hang up and check in with the clerk at area code 313-965-2280. If you are a police officer and you are checking in on a case, please check in with the clerk. You must check in with the clerk. That number is in the chat at 313-965-2280. If you are in my courtroom and your last name begins with the letter A, that means that you are part of my traffic docket unless you are already in specialty court. And so you are going to receive an invitation to breakout room number 1. Please accept that invitation, Mr. Alexander. And then before you accept it, I'm going to have the attorneys introduce themselves and then let Ms. Wilson know who is going to go into the breakout room for the A cases. I'm going to put on the doorbell so that we don't have people interrupting us during the proceedings. I'm ready for the attorneys to place their appearance on the record.
Thank you, Judge, and good morning. For the record, Jesse Reed, Drug Court, Vet Court, Defense Attorney, P 23863. Judge, I'd like to make a motion, if I may, a continuing motion that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you.
Thank you, and good morning to you, Mr. Reed.
Good morning, Judge.
And good morning, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P 31894, Drug Treatment Court Defense Counsel. I too would make a similar motion.
All right, good morning, Mr. Fikens, and your motion is granted. All right, who's going in the breakout room with Mr. Alexander?
I'll be doing that, Judge.
Okay. All right, wonderful.
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Wilson, if you can make that happen. Good morning to you, Ms. Wilson, and good morning in the courtroom. We have Ms. Mack serving today with us, and of course, Officer Lott and Officer Gore are with us on this morning as well. All right, Ms. Wilson.
Okay, so I was thinking, I printed it out like this for you, so if you wanted to make your notes under each one. Yeah, you can, but I mean, I'm still gonna make my notes, but this will be for yourself.
All right, Ms. Wilson, are we ready to proceed?
Judge, preliminary matter, if I may.
1 second, hold on, Mr. Reed. I need to make sure the court reporter is ready.
Yes,
She's doing breakout rooms. All right, Mr. Reed.
Yes, Judge, preliminary matter, if I may. I've been informed that we have a new intake today. Mr. Carlos Olden, but he will be brought over from the county jail. When he arrives in the courtroom, I would like to go into a breakout room with Mr. Carlos Olden, Judge, if I may. I believe it's Mr. Yancey's case.
All right, very good. Thank you. I do not see Mr. Odin yet, and he is not in the waiting room. And so we'll go from there. All right.
Thank you.
I also saw Attorney Warfield on. Good morning, Attorney Warfield.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you?
I am well. Are you
Good.
serving today as House Counsel?
No, I was just coming in. Attorney Hill wanted me to let you know he's going to be logging in close to 9. He just got stuck on the border a little bit longer than what he expected. So he will be
Okay,
just
wonderful.
close to 9.
All right. And is he serving as House Counsel
Yes,
today?
ma'am.
Okay, wonderful. All right. Thank you for letting me know that. Tell him I said thank you.
I sure
All right.
will. Have a great one.
Okay, you do the same. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, we are ready to proceed with our specialty court docket, and I am starting with Mr. Corbin. Good morning, Mr. Corbin.
Good morning, Judge.
How are you this morning?
I'm fine. How about yourself?
I'm doing well, Mr. Corbin. All right, let me place your case number on the record. I have case number Z8060191. State your full name for me.
Anthony Corbin.
All right, Mr. Corbin, it's been forever since I've seen you. Oh my goodness, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
You doing well? All right, very good. One second, for the specialty court dockets, I don't have to have that.
Okay.
Because I have my own file.
Gotcha.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right, Mr. Corbin, so what have you been doing? It's been a while. That means you've been doing very well.
Yes. Just maintaining, working, day to day. Yeah.
All right, Mr. Corbin, you're in phase 3?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. And so have you had to make any major changes since the last time I've seen you?
No, I haven't. No, just steady pace.
No?
Just steady
All
pace.
right, very good. How is work going?
That's going fine. It's going fine.
It's going fine. All right, very good. What's helping you to stay on track, Mr. Corbin?
Family, motivation, grandkids.
Yes, those are all good things. Yes, sir. Mr. Yancey, Mr. Corbin should be completing, and I know we did not get the staff last week because we had such a heavy caseload, and so
that is correct, Your Honor. Mr. Corbin has been doing excellent. Mr. Griffin is his case manager, but today I'm his case manager. And
okay.
you can't help but notice Mr. Corbin when he comes on. He's always pleasant, to the point, and he's really doing well. And he will, the next time we see him, he will hopefully be a candidate for graduation. He's screening compliant. He's completed everything that we've asked him to do. So he's doing excellent. That's why you haven't seen him that much. He's really doing really well. We do try to contact him by phone in between court hearings, but all is well with Mr. Corbin, Your Honor.
All right, very good, very good. And so, I know you're not, Mr. Griffin is his usual case manager. And so, Mr. Corbin, what we're gonna do is review everything with Mr. Griffin when he returns. We'll give you a court date on today, but we may bring you back earlier, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. How are you doing throughout the holidays? How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Like I say, motivation from family will keep me going straight.
All right, very good. No challenges, no difficulties?
No.
All right, very good. Mr. Reed, is there anything you'd like to add as to Mr. Corbin?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, sir, on a good report. You always have good reports. We're proud of you. You should be proud of yourself. You have a short time remaining with us. Keep up the good work, And have a safe holiday, Mr. Corbin. Have a safe holiday. If we don't see you before the holiday, I hope we see you before the holiday with some good news for you. But if we don't, have a safe holiday, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right, very good. Mr. Yancey, what's next for Mr. Corbin?
Your
Let's
Honor,
just
we
give him a holding day.
Your Honor, can we see Mr. Corbin actually next Monday on the 20th of December?
All right, December 20th, 2021, and we'll put him on for 8:30 a.m.
That sounds great.
Okay, did you hear that, Mr. Corbin?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. So I'll get to see you before Christmas.
Right.
All right, very good. Take care of yourself. Keep up the great work you're doing.
Thank you. You too.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, Ms. Colbert, I'm ready for you. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Judge. How are you?
I am well. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
That's good. I have the following matters for you. Z800-891 and Z806-6271. State your full name for me.
Nicole Juanita Colbert.
All right, Miss Colbert, you in the car this morning. Where are you going? You
Yeah,
know
I just
I'm
dropped
nosy.
the boys. Just dropped the boys off at school. I'm usually in the house by now, but we were running a little bit late this Monday morning.
Okay. How are the boys doing?
They're doing pretty good. Pretty good. Can't
They are.
complain.
All right. You keeping them safe with everything that's going on right now?
Yeah, he did end up getting sick for at least probably about 2 weeks, but we got over it, and they're doing pretty well as far as health goes.
Okay, very good. How are you doing, Miss Colbert?
I'm doing okay, as well as can be expected. Trying to stay positive and just, take it one day at a time.
Okay, one day, that's all you can do, right?
Yes, that is correct.
All right. How's work going? Are you still working?
No, I'm still looking for work at this time.
Okay. Mr. Yancey, if there's anything that you know of where we can be of assistance to Miss Colbert, let's definitely pass that information on to her.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay?
Yes.
All right. All right. Very good. Very good. What are you doing for relaxation, Miss Colbert, or just some self-care? What are you doing?
I just received a Bible as a gift. My mom always wanted to get me a Bible, and a friend of mine knew that because me and mom always did Bible study together. So I've been starting to read the Bible, and just trying to learn how to meditate and just stay positive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very good.
And try to get the best out of the most positive things that I can get out of each day.
All right, very good, very good. Is there anything that you're struggling with, Miss Colbert, that you need us to help you with?
No, I would have to say no. I'm fine.
All right. How are you doing with the holidays? As far as staying on track and just everything else that's going on?
The holidays are kind of rough. But like I said, I'm trying to just stay positive.
Okay.
And yeah. But
Your camera is
other than
drifting away.
I'm sorry. Other than what's going on, everything is going pretty well. Cannot complain at all.
All right. We are here for you,
Yeah.
Miss Colbert, if you need us, okay?
I appreciate it.
All right. Don't hesitate to reach out. And don't think that, they can't help me with this. Let us tell you. You'd be surprised. We get real creative. And so you'd be surprised. But let us know. We won't know if you don't tell us, okay?
Right. I appreciate that.
All right. Mr. Yancey, I'll hear from you, and I need some updates as to where Ms. Colbert is with respect to the program. You may proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Colbert, she's in phase 2 currently. She's screening compliant. She has a balance for fines and costs, which we hope to work on once she's working. We might be able to set up some community service once she's up to that and complete that requirement. And we have arms to complete. Other than that, Miss Colbert is in compliance. She had already completed her outpatient treatment. So, we
Has
try
she
to keep.
completed alcohol highway safety?
Yes, Your Honor.
Wonderful. And the sobriety video?
Yes, I believe we did that really early on. So
Okay,
those two things
very
are
good.
completed. So Ms.
What
Colbert's
about the
hanging in
40
there.
hours? Mr. Yancey, what about the 40 hours of
No, we
community
haven't. We
service?
haven't completed the community service or the arms.
Okay,
So we'll try to work on the community service while she's not working.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I
I'm
did the
sorry.
community service before, like right before entering the program. Does that count, or do I have to be within the program and then assigned to community service?
it has to be while you're in the program.
Okay.
Okay, when you say you did it just before, are you saying while you were on regular probation?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Yancey, let me have you look at it. Hold on to what I just said. Let's have Mr. Yancey look and see what was done, and we'll go from there, okay?
Okay.
All right. So, but we do need to work on getting your balance paid, and things of that nature. And then, Mr. Yancey, what was Ms. Colbert's continuum of care? What services are she receiving at this juncture while she's in the program, if any?
Your Honor, the only thing that was recommended was for her to do either NA or AA meetings once a week. That was
Okay.
what was recommended once she completed, I believe it was a Detroit Recovery Project.
All right, and Ms. Colbert, are you doing that?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
All right, tell me something you've learned since the last time I've seen you.
Just basically take one day at a time. And like I've been saying, just try to stay positive. Just even if something bad happens, just try to think of something positive or get something positive out of it.
Yeah, always look for the good in everything, right? Something good.
Something.
All right. All right, Mr. Yancey, do you have anything else on Ms. Colbert?
I don't believe so, Your Honor. She's just
Sorry.
she's just trying to get through well, we know what she's trying to get through, so it's a little bit hard right now, but she is she's still in compliance with the program. I'm sure she's having a lot of up and down days, but just to let her know we're here for her for real. And we just encourage her to reach out to us. Other than that, we want to do a face-to-face on January 4th of 2022.
All right, so it would still go down as a review, and you said January 4th?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, January 4th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. All right, did you get that, Ms. Colbert?
Yes, I did. And I appreciate you guys a lot. You just don't know. Thank you.
Yes, and we appreciate you being willing to work the program and hang in there and work with us. So thank you, Ms. Colbert. I want you to try to enjoy your holidays, think on some good things, some good memories, and then we are going to see you in the new year. But if you need us, don't hesitate to reach out, okay?
Okay, I appreciate it.
All right, very good. Anything from any of the other team members before I release Ms. Colbert?
Judge, I'd just like to congratulate Ms. Colbert on a good report. You do have a good attitude. You're staying positive. And I just wanted to say, I heard a message yesterday that said things turn around, and you stay positive, keep that good attitude, and things will turn around for you. Have a safe holiday,
They will.
Ms. Colbert. Thank you, Ms.
Thank
Colbert. Thank
you.
you, Judge.
You too. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Reed. All right, Mr. Yancey, I'm looking and I see that Ms. Colbert has a 2015 civil infraction. And according to the printout I have, there's still a balance due. I need to make sure we get that taken care of, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. All right, Ms. Colbert, you are all set. Take care.
You too. You guys have a good day and a good holiday.
You too.
You do the same. Thank you so much.
Peace.
All right.
Judge, may I interrupt?
Yes, let me say one thing, Mr. Fikens. There is a Miss Davis that is in the courtroom. I need you to turn on your camera, ma'am. We don't know who you are. And does that name ring a bell for anybody as far as specialty court?
Yeah, Davis.
Yes.
That's my person.
You turn
Is
my
she a new
camera on.
intake or?
No, she's a
Okay.
regular
Okay.
court hearing.
Here
Tania
we go.
Davis. Yeah.
All right, very good. Thank you, Miss Davis. Sorry about that. Oh, I know why I turned it off.
Yeah.
All right, very good. Let's do it. Mr. Fikens, did you ask me what you wanted to know?
Not yet, Judge. We have Ivan Alexander in the breakout room, and maybe we could take him next. It's going to be a very easy matter. Not next right now, but after Ms. Davis is done.
Okay, very good. And I certainly will. He got on early and I don't have a problem with that. And after I do Ms. Davis's case, I am also going to open up admit people from the waiting room to come in and you all can start squaring them away.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Can I get some clear paper, please? Just some printer paper, a nice amount of it. Thank you so much. I had not set up a file yet for Ms. Davis, and I want to do that very quickly. All right, I have the following matters for Tania Davis. Case number SP 792781, counts 1 and 2, and case number Z8081081. Ms. Davis, state your full name for me.
Tania Davis.
All right, good morning to you, Ms. Davis.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Not feeling the best.
You're real muffled. Is something over your microphone? Because you're real muffled.
No. Can you hear me now?
No, you're still real muffled.
Can you hear me now?
That's a little bit better, but you have to turn on your camera for me.
Oh God, hold on 1 minute. Can you hear me?
Yes. All right. You said you're a little under the weather.
Yeah.
All right. What are you doing to take care of yourself?
I'm actually waiting on my test results to come back in now from COVID. My daughter came home Friday. She tested positive at school for COVID. So I was hoping that I didn't have it.
Okay. I hope that you don't either. How's your daughter doing?
She's okay. She just asleep. We got to quarantine her from the rest of the kids.
I can't understand what you're saying, Miss Davis. You're muffled.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I said she's doing okay. I just got to keep her quarantined from the rest of the kids.
I still
She
can't
said
make it, officer.
she has to keep her quarantined from the rest of the children.
Oh, okay. Okay, very good. Well, I hope it works out. But she's doing okay?
Yes.
All right, very good. And so, Ms. Davis, I understand you're dealing with a challenge, but how are you doing with working the program?
I'm doing good. I'm still doing everything I'm supposed to.
Okay, what do you think about the program so far?
The program is better for me compared to regular probation.
Okay, okay. More hands-on,
Yes.
more accountability?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Very good. All right. And so, I hate to hear that a baby that's sick. And so I'm just hoping that everything works out and that you're good as well. Tell me what you've been doing to work your program.
I go to my screenings twice a week. I meet up with my outpatient manager once a week. And I do my AA meetings once a week.
Okay, very good, very good. And so, Mr. Yancey, do we have a clinical assessment and a treatment plan for Ms. Davis?
Yes, we got a clinical assessment on her, and
Okay.
it's it coincides with the treatment plan. We got them kind of intertwined.
Okay, yeah.
And that's what I asked them to do is could they give me the clinical assessment and the progress report in the same report?
Okay, and that's fine. That's fine. All right, very good, very good. And we'll talk about what the risk and need levels are when we get in staffing, as well as what is in that plan so that we know we can help her to stay on track and do the things that she needs to do to help herself.
Okay.
All right, very good. And so, Ms. Davis, is there anything that you're having difficulties with or any challenges?
No, this just pushed me back a little bit because I was actually supposed to start my GED class in this week. So I really won't know until after I get my results back.
Okay, all right. All right, very good, very good. Hang in there though. Keep your goal to get your GED. Maybe a little bit of a setback, but that's okay. You can get back up and still get on track, okay?
Yeah.
All right, very good. Do you have any questions for the team today, Ms. Davis?
I did need to know, was this on my background? Like as far as job applications, is this a felony and is this on my background?
You don't have a felony, not with me, that I'm aware of. Mr. Reed?
It's not a felony, Judge, not that, as the court indicated, she's here on a misdemeanor, so.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, these are all misdemeanors. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Do you have any other questions, Ms. Davis?
No, I don't.
No other questions. All right. Mr. Yancey, tell me what's going on with Ms. Davis.
Yes, Your Honor. So Ms. Davis, she's in phase 1. She's just been with us since October 25th of this year. She's going to Meridian Health Services for outpatient with Ms. Melissa Lewis. So that agency is really good at getting me timely progress reports. So I appreciate them. She's screening compliant. So she's doing pretty well so far. We haven't had too many people said they like us better than regular probation. So
I know, that shocked me.
So hopefully that continues. And we just want to tell Ms. Davis that if for some reason that they put her in quarantine, please let me know immediately so I can make the adjustments. But other than that, she's in compliance for her early stages. And hopefully it won't be too much of a setback for her to start her GED program.
Yes, I hope not. All right, very good. All right, anything else from any of the other team members? As to Ms. Davis?
Yes, Judge. Ms. Davis, keep up the good work. You're doing a good job. You're new to the program. Don't get overwhelmed. If you have questions, please ask, and have a safe holiday. Thank you, Ms. Davis.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, what's next for Ms. Davis?
Your Honor, what I propose to do is a face-to-face on December 30th, and she have a Zoom hearing on January 7th.
Okay, so we'll put her down for a hearing on December 30th, 2021, and that'll be at 10:30 a.m. And then we'll also put her on the docket for January 4th.
January 7th.
2022 at 8:30. Did you get that, Ms. Davis?
Yes, I got it, but what would the hearing be there in court?
No. We're on Zoom.
Oh, okay, so the 30th and the,
And I'll send you a reminder.
okay, thank you.
All right, take care. Good to see you. Be safe, okay?
Thank you.
All right, very good. Yeah. All right, very good. We are, oh, sir, take that hat off in the courtroom. All right, thank you, Ms. Wilson, for allowing individuals to enter the courtroom. If you are, first, if you could help me by placing your name on your device. If you don't already have your name on your device, please put your government name so I know who you are. Good morning, Attorney Hill. Attorney Warfield did come on. Thank you for letting us know.
Thanks, Judge.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. And then I'm sure they're going to send you to a breakout room so we can start processing cases. And so I'm going to take the doorbell off because I think we're pretty much, I believe, we only have a couple of people left, yes, for the specialty court docket. And so, Ms. Wilson, I'll give you an opportunity to do that. Ms. Richardson, I believe, stays with us. Is that right, Mr. Yancey? Okay, very good. Everyone else, you're on, somebody's on the 1+. We don't know who you are, so if you can put your name on, you are going to be given an invitation to a breakout room. Please accept that invitation.
And I would just ask, Your Honor, if Mr. Alexander could remain in the courtroom, since if we could do his
Yes, I'll get him done very quickly.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Alexander, if you could unmute, I'm ready to call your case. I have the following for you. Case number SP 106-08051. State your name, sir.
Ivan Alexander.
Good morning to you, Mr. Alexander.
Good morning.
All right, Mr. Ficus, how are we proceeding?
Judge, procedurally, I think we need to change some things. One is it's set for a final pretrial today on a civil infraction. Mr. Alexander informs me that there's a jury trial notice he received, I believe, for the 20th as well.
I can't hear you, Mr. Fikens. Keep your voice up just a little bit for me.
I'm sorry, Judge. I hope that helps a little bit.
Yes, it does.
A jury trial was set for December 20th. I think it's on your docket as well. Judge, I believe that's so because there were 3 misdemeanors that were attached to the civil infraction. And for some reason, the civil infraction didn't get taken care of at the time those other matters were. So it just sort of bounced along and bounced around and was transferred to a couple of other judges. He does wish a hearing on the matter.
On the matter, Mr. Fikens, the other 3 misdemeanors, what happened to those? Ms. Mack, can you look that up for me?
My client tells me those were dismissed.
Okay, let's look it up for Ivan Alexander. And then the civil infraction is the only thing that's lingering. I don't know how. Mr. Fikens,
Yes,
I'm not sure how a civil infraction got separated and how did he get a deal for dismissals on the misdemeanors and not do the civil infraction? It should have been a package deal because I'm not going to just dismiss cases and then have somebody try one case. You're going to either try them all or you're going to take a deal. So I need to understand what happened.
And I don't understand that well either, Judge.
They were dismissed
Yes, ma'am.
in June by
Judge Garrett, I believe, Judge.
No, it was Judge Shannon on 6/24/21.
Oh,
okay. And then what did she do with the wait, you gave me the misdemeanors.
He had 3 of them.
Right, okay. And let me look and see. You said 6. What was that date again?
6/24/21.
Okay, he does not have an entry on here for 6/24/21. Does it say why she dismissed them, Ms. Mack?
Valid documentation.
Valid documentation was
Yes.
provided.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, but we didn't know about this civil infraction.
If I may, they had been separated prior to that. For some reason, I have no clue why.
Yeah, they should not have been. All right, and so Mr. Fikens, what are you asking me to do on this particular matter?
Well, Judge, it certainly is nobody's fault that the matters were separated. I think they would have all been dismissed at the time, given the documentation he would have received, even though this is a civil infraction. At the very least, Judge, all we're asking for then is a formal hearing. If the court could consider, consider dismissing the case. It was kicked around. It was defaulted in error once. He's been around. He's hung in there. He's always done the right thing and always attempted to do the right thing. So I feel for him in that regard. But Judge, we understand that a hearing is a hearing. Mr. Alexander understands that. He's ready to go if necessary. So at the very least, Judge, we're asking for a formal hearing.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I will set aside the default judgment. I'll set this matter for a formal hearing. And that formal hearing date will be that last week. We're gonna have to go to January because that last week, we're pretty much blocked out, aren't we?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we're not here on the 27th? No,
No.
okay, yeah. All right, so I would have to go to January 10th, 2022, and I'll set the formal hearing for 9:30. Sir, I will tell you that that is a Monday, and I do my specialty court docket. So if you come early, you come at the risk of having to sit and wait until I finish my specialty court docket, okay?
Okay, I
But
understand.
I'll schedule it for a formal hearing.
Okay, thank you.
All right,
Thank
thank
you,
you for your patience. January 10th, 2022 at 9:30. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, are we ready on Give me 1 second. All right, are we ready on Ms. Richardson?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Ms. Richardson. If you could unmute, I have the following matters for you. I have case number SP 110-32971, case number SP 116-18892, case number Z806955. Ms. Richardson, state your full name for me.
Ashley Nicole Richardson.
All right, Ms. Richardson, you joined us late this morning. What's going on with you?
I was sent home from work today. I'm sick. I am very sick.
Okay, are you going to seek medical attention?
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I made it to court.
All right, very good. I hope that things work out for you. And I'm glad to see you. You went and got that license, right?
Yes.
All right, very good. And you're doing what you need to do to hold on to it, right?
Yes.
All right, I love it. Very good. You're new to the program. Tell me, what do you think of it so far?
It's cool. It's much different from the last time when I was originally on it. Everything is on Zoom, so I'm just, getting a feel of it. My group sessions is on Zoom, so I like it. It's okay. It's cool.
Okay, have you been working the program?
Yeah. As far as all well-being and stuff, I've been going to drop. I actually dropped this Thursday.
Wait a minute, I can't hear you. You said as far as
All well-being.
that's where you're going for your outpatient?
Yeah.
Okay, how often do you go?
Well, I know my counselor, she resigned last Monday. So I have a new counselor, and she haven't updated me with the information yet.
Okay, I need them to update you. I need them to update you for real, because we need to know what's going on, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. What else have you been doing to work the program?
I've been doing my drops every 2 weeks. My random drops twice a week.
Okay, and no problems there?
No.
All right, very good, very good. All right, Mr. Yancey, do we have a clinical assessment and treatment plan for Ms. Richardson?
Yeah, and I'm still awaiting that. They told me verbally, but I asked them to put it in writing and send it to me. So I'm sure I'll get that shortly. And I had asked Mr. Black at All Wellbeing for that. So I think she was seeing him, or she still may be seeing him also. I'm not sure if he does group or individual, but that's also somebody she was seeing at All Wellbeing. So I should get that shortly. Other than that, she is JAMS compliant. And Mr. Black told me that she's doing well over there at All Wellbeing.
At All Wellbeing?
Yeah,
okay.
So that's good news. Sorry to hear that she's not feeling well and that was sent home. So I would just ask her to keep me abreast of her status physically, just so we know what's going on. But other than that, Your Honor, in her early stages, she is compliant with our program.
All right, very good. How are you feeling about being in compliance and not using any substances, Ms. Richardson?
I feel good about it.
You do? What's different now that you're not using anything? What's different?
I'm more focused and more,
You're more focused?
yeah, on my priorities and what I need to get done.
All right, and you have setting good priorities.
I'm sorry.
And you're setting your priorities, right?
Yes.
All right, very good. What do you notice anything else that's different about you?
I lost some weight.
What? You lost some weight? Come on. Go ahead and do it, Miss Richardson. I'm not gonna tell you we haters over here in specialty court. Folks be talking about they losing weight. We are haters. No, we're proud of you. I want you to do what you do. All right, very good. Are you feeling good about yourself?
I am. I really am.
All right. I know not feeling well is a little bit of a setback, but hopefully you'll go test. Make sure Mr. Yancey gets a photo of the test results with your name and all of that stuff, okay? So we can make sure everything is good, all right?
Okay.
All right, how are those kids doing?
They doing good. They waiting on Christmas.
They waiting on Christmas, huh? All right. Yes, yes, yes. I think I'm grandparent stage now. I think I finally found a place to put gifts and my grandchildren have not discovered it. My kids always found the gifts. Yes, and now my son has the nerve to want to punish my granddaughter because she went in digging in the basement at their home and found some stuff. And I'm like, wait a minute. You all knew what everybody was getting for Christmas before I knew sometimes. Y'all dug and went in and opened and, retaped and all kind of stuff, So let's think about that before you punish her. And so, yeah, that was real funny. So I have their gifts put up and here's what I found. I put them in an obvious place. And so they're not going to look there.
Oh, wow.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It's just real obvious. And they will not look. They have not looked. And I think it's absolute. I said, I am brilliant. It took me a while to get it, right? 3 kids, grown kids now. I said, I am brilliant in a very obvious place. And they have not looked, not one time.
That's good.
I'm loving it. Yeah. So I hope that your babies have a good Christmas. I hope that you're able to do everything that you want to do for them. But I also hope that you are in good health because above everything else, they need you. Right?
Thank you so much. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Let me hear from the case manager and then any team members. Have anything else on Ms. Richardson?
Yes, Your Honor. So like I said, she is at All Wellbeing with Mr. Black. That's going really, really well. She is JAMS compliant at this time. And, I think she feels a little bit different about the program this go around. She is working, even though she's really, really not feeling well. So we hope that changes. But, when something comes up, at least so far early in the program, Ms. Richardson has reached out to me. So,
Good. There you go, Ms. Richardson.
I just need her to know that, there's nothing that's reasonable that we can't usually solve or come up with. And we've come up with the extraordinary. So, just work our program and she'll see wonders. So for now, she is in compliance with us, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Mr. Reed, did you have anything for Ms. Richardson?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Mr. Richardson, keep up the good work. You have a good attitude. I'm sorry to hear you're not feeling well. I hope you feel better.
Thank you.
We're proud of what you're doing. You should be proud of yourself. It's not an easy program. It's not intended to be an easy program, but you're working the program. Have a safe holiday, Ms. Richardson. Thank you.
Thank you, you too.
All right, wonderful. All right, with that, Mr. Yancey, what's next?
Yeah, and I want to do the same thing. I want to do a face-to-face with Miss Richardson on December 30th because I will be here. And then I want her next Zoom hearing to be January 7th of 2022.
All right, very good. So January 7th, 2022. So what we would put down, I am going to have Ms. Richardson, you've got to meet with Mr. Yancey, and you've got to meet with him on December 30th. It'll be by way of phone. And so I know that you can't put that on the docket, Ms. Mack, but we can schedule the review hearing for January 7th, 2022, and that will be at 8:30 a.m. All right.
Okay.
All right. Ms. Richardson, I hope you feel better. Look, if you need us, reach out, okay?
Okay.
All right, wonderful. Take care of yourself and those babies.
All right. Thank you.
All right, you're very welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, if you are just joining us in the courtroom, please remove your hat. We are in a virtual courtroom. Also, you are going to receive, thank you. You are going to receive an invitation to a breakout room. Please accept that invitation so that you can go and talk with an attorney. Thank you so much. And I can start signing off on something. If you are an attorney and you're in the courtroom, please be sure to call the courtroom and check in with the clerk. Courtroom number is area code 313-965-2280. Please check in with the clerk. If you are a police officer and you're in the courtroom, please check in with the clerk. There is a gentleman who just joined us, Mr. Albidas. For some reason, I remember you. Were you with us
Yes,
before
ma'am.
last week?
So I logged in on Friday and you told me to log back in on Monday, ma'am.
Okay, and so Mr. Albidas, that is the name that's on your screen. Is that the correct spelling of your first and last name?
Yep. That's it.
All right, I don't see him on my
Judge,
docket.
Judge,
Yes, Mr.
Judge, he should go to breakout room number 1 with Mr. Fikens. He is on the docket for today, I believe.
I don't see him. If you see him, tell me where he is. He should go to a breakout room, but let's look him up. Let's do the last name, Albitus. First name is Mike. Is it Michael?
Yes, ma'am. It's Michael. What you may have messed up is I'm the second. You know, it might be an error with the system. I'm actually the second, but you know, this is probably the 5th or 6th time I've showed up. So, you know,
Okay,
this
sir,
is supposed to
excuse me, sir, we're gonna find you. We're gonna help you today, okay?
All right, thanks.
He's on the 9:30. Okay, you are on my docket. I just missed you. Okay. Oh, I see it. Oh, that makes sense. All right, very good. You are on the docket. He's scheduled for a trial today. Let's make sure he only has the one matter. And if someone could, thank you. If someone, yes, thank you. All right, and if someone could contact the city attorney to let them know that we have a trial where the defendant has appeared. Okay. That would be great. I saw Mr. Rosenthal on earlier, but let's get him. Mr. Aston, you are going to receive, you'll receive an invitation to breakout room number 1. Please accept that invitation so that you're able to meet with an attorney. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're very welcome. All right. Good morning to the Wayne County Jail.
Hey, good morning, Judge. How are you?
I am well, thank you. Do you have Mr. Oden?
Yes, ma'am. This is Mr. Oden.
All right, very good. Oh, ma'am, you have to take that hat off. You can't come. No, thank you. All right. And you need to put your full name on your tagline so we can know who you are. You will probably receive an invitation to breakout room number 1. Please accept that invitation so that you are able to speak with an attorney. Okay? All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Yancey, this is the intake for Mr. Oden.
Yes,
Was
Your
Mr.
Honor.
Oden supposed to be here, or
Yes.
you knew you were gonna do it from the jail?
No, my understanding was that he was going to be dressed and brought over here unless he's in some form of a quarantine.
All right, at the jail, good morning to you, Mr. Oden. Now I see you, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, for the jail, Mr. Oden, is he on some type of quarantine or something?
I don't believe so, Judge.
The 12th, Sunday it was over.
It was over this past Sunday, according to him. I would have to call that floor and ask them, but as far as I know, he's not.
All right, I need him dressed out and brought over today.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, if we could do that, that would be great.
Okay, thanks, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
Mr. Oden, we'll see you soon. All right, Mr. Yancey, do me a favor, please call Deputy Chief, or get Mr. Morgan, I don't know if he's in, to call Deputy Chief Rammel and give Mr. Oden's name and case number and tell the Deputy Chief, my order was to have him dressed out and brought over. I'd like him brought over as quickly as possible.
Yes, Your Honor.
So we're not waiting all day for him.
Okay. Thank you.
Wanted to say good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning to you. Have you checked in with the clerk?
We have, Your Honor. We've also talked to the prosecutor, and we are waiting for some discovery. I wanted to say hello to Mr. Reed. I haven't seen him in a couple of years. Hello, Mr. Reed.
Okay.
How are you doing?
Good morning.
Hello? Are you at home to let James in? He's asking what time we're available today.
Yeah, I mean, I'm home right now.
Can you call him, please? I'm on the bench.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Thanks, bye-bye. All right, very good. Counsel, can I get your client's name?
It's Ahmed Al-Alvi.
Okay, thank you. And you're here for an arraignment, is that correct?
We are, Your Honor. We waived the reading. We would ask that.
Okay, hold on, I have to call the case. One second. All right, very good. Have you already spoken with the prosecuting attorney?
We have, Your Honor.
All right, very good. I'll call the case. Case number U603-56021. Counsel, your appearance for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ali Gallagher appearing on behalf of Mr. Al-Whitey, who sits to my right.
All right. Thank you. And sir, would you please state your full name?
Ahmed
Yasin Abdul Audi.
I'm sorry?
Ahmed Yasin Abdul Audi.
All right, thank you and good morning to you. And so counsel, how would you like to proceed? Today is the date and time scheduled for arraignment.
Your Honor, we're asking for a little bit of time for discovery to be provided. Mr. Rosenthal gave his email address. I'm going to send him the request to produce, and we'll just go from there. We'd like to come back maybe in about a month. Hopefully that we'll have that information by then.
No, I'm not going to be able to do, well, it may end up working out a month because of our scheduling, but you can get your request to Mr. Rosenthal, and I'm certain he can get that information to you rather quickly. For today's purposes, are you waiving a formal reading?
We are, Your Honor.
And are you entering a not guilty plea on behalf of your client?
I am, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. I'm going to schedule this matter for pretrial while you get that information, and I'm going to bring it back. And let's see, we'll bring it back in January, counsel. And so it'll probably work out being a month. So let's come back on, What about January 14th, 2022 at
That is
9:30 a.m.?
One moment, Judge. Let me just look carefully. This is a Friday, January 14th.
Yes,
That
it
works
is.
for-
I'm sorry?
It works for me, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, wonderful. That will be the pretrial date. Please make sure get that discovery so that if there is something that can be worked out, it'll be worked out, okay?
I'll be sending out the email as soon as possible. Your Honor, I would like to ask
Yeah.
the court for the January 14th hearing, if it's possible to bring an Arabic interpreter.
Oh, absolutely. If your client requires one, Ms. Mack, let's put it in the system that he needs an interpreter. Okay,
With an Iraqi accent, Your Honor.
okay, wait a minute, interpreter required, and you said Arabic with,
I'm with Yemen. Yeah, Arabic with a Yemeni dialect.
all right,
Arabic,
did you
Arabic
get
is
that,
fine,
Ms.
Your Honor.
Mack?
Arabic, okay.
Arabic with the Yemen
Yemen dialect.
dialect. And if not, I wrote it on my sheet. Okay, very good. All right, thank you for your patience this morning, council. Enjoy the rest of
Thank
your
you.
day. We'll see you in the new
Happy
year.
Halloween, Your Honor. Thank you.
Same to
Mr.
you and your
Reed,
client.
it's good seeing you, sir. I used to
Mr.
ask you
Reed?
questions all the time, Your Honor.
Good, good. Good morning. Good to see
Bye,
you.
Mr. Reed.
Be safe.
All
See you
right.
later, Your Honor. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, take care. All right. I don't see anyone else that's unattended. All right. I am going to sign off on some of these cases from December 3rd. I'm gonna get them back to Ms. Knight. And then Ms. Mack, what I'm gonna ask is when people have cases, if you could just check to make sure, you know, they were supposed to transfer everything over to me, but sometimes I guess they don't. See if they have, you know, run up to see if they have outstanding matters at 36, if they have things they haven't paid, because I generally don't accept plea offers if people still owe us money and they've not paid, and, you know, because all they're gonna tell us is they're gonna pay again and they're not gonna pay.
Gotcha.
Okay? All right, officer, you can mute me. That's one, that'll work out.
Hello? Mhm.
Judge, I have two cases.
Mr. Reed, are you able to do the two people who are in the
Yes.
courtroom?
Yes, Judge, I have talked to Mr. Fikens. We asked to have those people sent back because one is a dismissal and one is a plea.
All right, are you ready to proceed?
Yes, I am, Judge.
All right, I'm gonna call Debbie Andrews' case. Miss Andrews, if you could unmute for me, please.
Okay.
Thank you. I have the following matters for Debbie Andrews. Case number SP 1204232. Strike that. SP 1204223, counts 1, 2, and 3. Case number SP 1203583, counts 1, 2, and 3. Let me just make sure that's everything. Yes, that's everything, ma'am. Please state your full name.
Debbie Andrews.
All right, thank you. How are we proceeding this morning, Mr. Reed?
Yes, Judge. Today is the arraignment day. My client
Hold on one second. Mr. Reed, officer, can you place the camera on me? Yeah. It swung around. Okay, and if you could bring it in, son. All right, that's good. Thank you. All right, Mr. Reed, how are we proceeding?
Ms. Andrews wishes to take advantage of the offer and enter a plea of guilty and a plea of responsible today, Your Honor. The recommendation is if she pleads guilty to driving while license suspended, there's a recommendation to amend that to failure to display. And if she pleads responsible to no seat belt, all remaining matters, there's a recommendation to dismiss. So she pleads guilty to one misdemeanor and plead responsible to one civil infraction. And she wishes to take advantage of that recommendation, Judge.
All right, thank you. Ms. Andrews, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes.
Thank you. You may place your hand down, Ms. Andrews. You understand that if I accept your plea on this morning, that you are expected to pay any fines and costs on today?
Yes.
All right. Do you also understand that should you ask this court for some additional time to pay, that if you fail to pay, you must appear back in court on a date that will be set by the court?
Yes.
Do you also understand that if you fail to pay upon acceptance of your plea, that and you don't show up in court, that I'm going to set aside the offer and reinstitute the charges against you? Do you understand that?
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Reed, you may proceed with the constitutional rights,
Yes,
please.
yes, Judge, thank you. Ms. Andrews, you understand that you do have some constitutional rights, and those rights include a trial by a judge or a trial by jury, right to testify, right to cross-examine witnesses, to call witnesses, presumption of innocence. And do you understand that when you enter a plea of guilty, you are waiving those rights? Is that correct?
Yes.
And you are entering a plea of guilty today, and you're waiving those rights. Is that correct?
Yes.
And no one is forcing you to plead guilty and responsible. It's a decision that you made after hearing the offer and after talking to Attorney Fikens. Is that correct?
Correct.
I'm satisfied it's a voluntary waiver, Your Honor. May I do factual basis?
Yes, you may.
On the date and time of this citation in the city of Detroit, you were operating a motor vehicle and your driver's license was suspended. Is that correct?
Yes.
And on the date and time of this citation in the city of Detroit, you are operating a motor vehicle and you're pleading responsible for not having a seatbelt on. Is that correct?
Yes.
Judge, I'm satisfied to the guilty plea and I'm satisfied to the responsible plea. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I am accepting the plea of guilty and the plea of responsible. I'm amending the misdemeanor to failure to display a valid operator's license. I'm dismissing the remaining 4 matters, Mr. Reed, without prejudice, with a stipulation of probable cause.
Yes, Judge, we stipulate the probable cause.
Thank you, they are dismissed, and I am ready for sentencing.
Thank you, Judge. Miss Andrews spoke with Mr. Fikens, but I would just like to put on the record that this is the arraignment stage, very early in the legal process. She's accepted responsibility and not wasted court's time with the further proceedings. Not that it would be a waste of time, but she hadn't availed herself for further legal processes. And I'd ask the court to take that into consideration. She seems like a nice young lady, and we'd ask the court to consider all that in sentencing, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I am going to assess for the civil infraction, the statutory fine of $65. I'm going to assess for the misdemeanor, our cost at $195. The fine will be $25. The total owed will be $220 for that particular matter. And so, ma'am, are you able to get both matters paid today or you need a little time?
I can pay them both today.
All right, wonderful. I will adjourn them today then for Friday. Friday is what is Friday? Friday is the 17th. So they'll be on the docket for December 17, 2021 at 10:30. And so let's make sure you get them paid, okay? Before that time, if you get it paid, you don't need to come back.
Okay, so can I pay it all over the phone? Or do I have to go down there?
No, you can call the clerk and find out your ways to pay. You don't have to come down. We have DivDat. We have where you can go online and pay. So there's some other ways, but you can call the clerk to find out those ways. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You have the number?
It's wait a minute. It's on my with the 965-8700.
No, ma'am. 965-2280 is my courtroom number.
Okay, 965. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, Mr. Reed, are you ready on Mr. Erwin?
Yes, Judge. Is that the first name Denny?
Yes, first name Denny. I'm gonna call the case. I have case number U5937451. Sir, please state your full name for me. Mr. Erwin, can you hear me?
Yeah, I just unmuted it right now. I'm
Okay.
Daniel Reguín.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, Mr. Reed, how are we proceeding?
Judge, there is a recommendation to dismiss this case from the city. There's some problem with the ticket issuance, and so we would ask the court to follow the recommendation of the people and dismiss this matter.
All right, thank you. I am dismissing the matter without prejudice with the stipulation of probable cause.
Stipulate the probable cause, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. It is dismissed. Thank you for your patience this morning, sir.
Thank you.
Case was dismissed, sir. Thank you, Judge. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. Sign all of these files. To get them done today, all of them. Officer, you can mute me until someone else comes on and.
Your Honor. Judge, can you hear me? I'm not sure where your docket's at, but everyone in the breakout room's ready. They're all just getting trial dates and or there's one trial set. I just need to find out if there's an officer on one of the tickets.
So no one accepted any offers?
No, but there's only three or four people. One of them sent for a trial. I'm looking for Officer Carrion.
Okay, that officer has not checked in. What time was it scheduled for trial, Mr. Hill?
9:30.
All right, very good. Then, what time is it? 9:57. Okay, all right, you can bring them in. They can come in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Am I in the right room? Am I in the right room? I'm not sure if I'm in the right room or not.
Mr. Andrews, they put you in the right place, sir. Just mute yourself and we'll get to you, okay? All right. Let's do it. Mr. Hill, who do you have up first?
Michael, last name is Albitus.
Yes.
All right, very good. Give me 1 second. I have case number SP 108-81421. Mr. Hill, your appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ryan Hill, P684445, on behalf of the defendant. Michael, please state your full name.
Michael Albitus.
Judge, we're here today.
Thank you. Good morning again, sir. Go ahead, Mr. Hill.
Sorry, Judge. My client set for a trial date. I believe the officers failed to appear. Motion to dismiss.
All right, I'm granted the motion only because Mr. Albitus has been with us a couple of times for some reason with respect to this matter. And so it was scheduled for 9:30. I'm satisfied. The people are already, they're at liberty to reissue should they decide to do so. Your motion is granted. I'm dismissing it without prejudice. Thank you, sir. Do I need his file? Albitus. Did you give it to me? You did. That's me. All right, very good. All right, thank you so much, sir. You'll get your paperwork in the mail.
Okay, thank you so much for your time.
All right, thank you.
All right.
All right, who do we have up next, Mr. Hill?
Audrey Aikens, Aikens.
Am I good to log out, sir? Or
Yes, yes, you can log out.
Yes, thank you. All right, I have the following matters. Oh, for Miss Aikens. Let me just look at one thing, Mr. Hill. These are 2020 cases. All right, I have the following for Miss Aikens. I have case number U5943431, case number U564022120, case number 207149711, and case number 207-149-712. Ms. Akins, state your name, please. Oh, and I have one more. SP 1205441. Ms. Akins, please state your name for me.
Good morning, Audrey Maria Aiken.
All right, thank you, Mr. Hill. How are we proceeding?
Judge, I
Ms.
explained to my client.
Akins.
I explained to my client her right to a jury trial. She doesn't want that. She's going to waive the jury. We're asking for a bench trial on all these matters. And if the court does have any reservations about the type of tickets, I want the court to be aware that my client did do 120 days from something as it relates to Lincoln Park. She is in treatment or has completed treatment. And the reason why we're setting him for a trial date is my client's going to bring proof of incarceration and as well as proof of counseling.
All right, thank you. Counsel, one of the things that your client, I'll grant your request that all of these for a trial date, but your client will have to go and test on today. Okay? I just for my peace of mind, given the nature of the charges. So Ms. Akins, you know where to go and test? Where do you usually test?
Drop, you mean?
Yes, ma'am.
I believe there's a parole or probation officer or a parole or probation office on Fort and Southfield in Lincoln Park.
Okay, is that where you have gone in the past?
No, I was living in Detroit and I went on Lawton.
Okay, so I'd like for you to go and test, and if you're not sure where to test, I will have someone come on from one of our specialty courts to give you that information. We usually use JAMS, and we also use on-site, and there's another, ATS. And so we have 1 of 3 places where you can test. Would you like to get the information of where you can test? Because you must test today.
Please, yes.
All right, very good. If someone could call Mr. Yancey, ask him to come on and we'll get Ms. Akins squared away. Attorney Hill, your client is requesting a bench trial, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And she understands her right to a jury trial?
I explained that, Judge. She's waiving her rights to a jury.
All right, very good. I am going to set this matter for trial. Can we do January? Wait a minute, I'm sorry. I've got to look and make sure I'm doing the right amount of time. Can we do January the 10th? The 10th. January 10th, 2000. I'm sorry. I will have to put that on the 14th, Mr. Hill, on the 14th. It's a Friday, January 14th, 2022, and that's going to be at 1:30 p.m.
That'll be with you, Judge Holmes?
Yeah, it'll be with me.
Same.
If I'm here, if not, there will be a very capable judge sitting in for me, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Same meeting ID number 3601330000.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right, I want you to hold on for a second though, Ms. Akins, because I need to have a case manager give you information on where to go and test.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. All right, very good. When Mr. Yancey comes in, we'll place Ms. Aiken in a breakout room with Mr. Yancey, and she'll get that information so she can test today. I only wrote up the lead, okay? So hold on for a second, Ms. Akins, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Thank you, officer. All right, Mr. Hill, who do we have up next?
Deangelo Anderson.
All right. Thank you. I have case number U611-41521. Mr. Anderson, state your name for me.
Deangelo Anderson.
All right, good morning, sir. How are we proceeding? Mr.
Judge,
Attorney Hill.
this is a loud music ticket. I spoke to my client about his constitutional rights. He's waiving a jury trial, requesting a bench trial.
All right, very good. I'm going to set the bench trial in this matter. It will also be held on January 14th, 2022 at 1:30 p.m. Anything else for my consideration?
Nothing, Judge.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, take care, sir. Who do we have up next, Attorney Hill?
Last name is ALSAMET. First name is Imran, IMRAN.
All right, thank you. I have case number SP 11227-571. Mr. Al-Samad, please state your full name for me. Is Mr. Al-Samad on? All right.
You know what, Judge? I think he was the one that couldn't, he had the video locked out. So he's still in the breakout room. I think he had to close the breakout room. I remember him telling me he couldn't turn his video on.
Okay. Ms. Wilson, if you could close all of the breakout rooms for me. Can we keep moving until he joins us? Because it'll be like 60 seconds.
Yes, the only person I have left is Mr. Andrews, but I haven't, oh, sorry, Bassam, ALWEGEH.
I don't see that person on.
Yes.
Who do you have? Is your client on, Mr. Hill?
Yes, Judge. ALWEGJEEH. First name is Bassam.
Yes, I have that. And this is for an arraignment. Where's your client, counsel?
He's on the screen.
Okay, I don't see him. I'm sorry. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I see him now. It was moving around. Okay, very good. I have the following case number U60080121. Mr. Al-Wajid, please state your full name for the record.
Bassam Al-Wajid.
Thank you. All right, how are we proceeding?
Judge will waive formal reading as a court enter not guilty plea.
Thank you. I'm entering that not guilty plea on behalf of your client.
Judge, I've gone over the rights my client as relates to a jury trial and a bench trial. He's asked in this matter because of the possible consequences be set for a bench trial. He's waiving his right to a jury. I did also explain to him he may want to retain counsel as it relates to the potential mandatory 45 days. So he does understand all that, still requesting a bench trial, Judge.
All right, very good. Then I am going to schedule, and I want to do I can schedule 3 bench trials. So if I get too many, let me know. I'm going to schedule the bench trial for January 10th, 2022, and I'll schedule it at 1:30 p.m. And I'm sorry, not the 10th, the 14th, not the 10th. I need the staff. January 14th, 2022 at 1:30 p.m. All right, thank you, sir. We'll see you then.
All right, thank you.
All right. All right, Mr. Hill, who do we have up next for you? Is that it?
Yeah, Mr. Andrews came on late. I have not spoken to him. I see a Nicholas Acton and a Tia Allen. I have not spoken to either of them. They weren't in the breakout room when I was in there.
Judge.
All right. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Ms. Wilson, I'd like you to send Ms. Akins and Mr. Yancey into a breakout room. Mr. Yancey, if you could give Ms. Akins information I need her to test on today.
Yes.
And I'd like her to test at one of our facilities.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, wait for that invitation. Hold on, you all. You have to wait for Ms. Wilson to make that move, and then you can address the court.
I'm ready, Your Honor.
All right, yes, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, I think both or one of you.
Judge, I have a Miss Myra Andrews recommendation for dismissal. If you could call her case, Mariah Andrews. She's on the screen.
Andrews, where is Miss? Oh, there we go. All right, I'll certainly call that one. Mr. Fikens, what did you have for me?
Judge, I have Miss Tia Allen, and I don't know if I spoke with Brenda Allen. I spoke with Nicholas Acton. And I think that's it.
Okay, we'll call those. You can give me your order. Let me get Miss Andrews done, and then you can give me your cases and I'll call them. Mr. Hill, did you indicate that you're finished or you're going in a breakout room with some people?
I'm just waiting for Mr. Wasn't there somebody that we couldn't hear? Yeah, ALSAMET.
Mr. Al-Samat, yes. Where's Mr. Al-Samat? Did he join us?
Let me see if he's in the breakout room, Judge.
All right, thank you. I'm going to call Mariah Andrews. I have the following case number 217-356-001. Ms. Andrews, please state your full name.
Mariah Andrews.
Can you speak up just a little bit for me?
Yeah, Mariah Andrews.
All right, thank you so much. Counsel, how are we proceeding?
There's a recommendation for dismissal. She brought in proof of documentation. We've asked the court to follow that recommendation, if the probable cause.
Thank you. The matter is dismissed without prejudice. Thank you for your patience, ma'am.
Thank you.
Judge.
All right. Mr. Fikens, who do you have up next?
Anybody left, Judge? Let's see.
I have Mr. Andrews at the top.
Yes,
Looks
I'm here.
like Dana Andrews.
Yes, Judge.
Yes.
Sir, 1 second. I'm speaking with the attorneys. Thank you so much.
I'm ready to go, Judge.
All right. All right, let's do Mr. Andrews. I have to find him on my docket. 1 second. I have him. Thank you. I have the following cases, SP 1219305, counts 1 and 2. For Mr. Andrews, state your full name for me, Mr. Andrews.
Dana Mac Andrews.
All right, thank you and good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
Okay, how are we proceeding, Mr. Fikens?
Judge, I just received a text from, I'm sorry, the wrong person. Let me back up. Judge, there's a recommendation that for the careless driving, they'd reduce the ticket to limited access 6 to 10 miles over and dismiss the registration ticket. That was recently, and I did not speak with Mr. Andrews about it, but I believe Mr. Andrews does wish to get a trial date and a hearing date. Is that correct, Mr. Andrews?
Yes. But
okay.
I didn't get a chance to go over with that 6 to 10 miles over that you just mentioned.
I understand, and sir, and I apologize, Judge, because I had my notes mixed up. I should have talked to him beforehand. If we can hold off on his case, and I'll talk to him about that offer. I'd rather get it
I'll
resolved.
definitely hold off and have a conversation with him. And after you finish your cases, we'll put you in the breakout room with Mr. Andrews, okay?
Thank you.
So just mute yourself, Mr. Andrews. We'll come back to you. All right, who do we have up next? Miss Tia Allen. You
Yes,
ready
Judge.
on Miss Allen?
We are, Judge.
All right, wonderful. Miss Allen, if you could unmute for me.
There she is.
Oh, gotta find you. There you go. All right, I have the following for Tia Allen. Case number SP 1161424, counts 1 and 2. Miss Allen, state your name for me.
Tia Marie Allen.
All right, thank you. How are we proceeding, counsel?
Judge, my client wishes to avail herself of the offer in exchange for her guilty plea to no license. The court, we'd ask the court to consider changing that charge to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive and dismiss the other matter.
All right. Ma'am, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm, thank you, that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God. I can't hear you.
You're muted, Tia.
Yes, I swear.
All right, thank you. You can place your hand down. Mr. Ficus, I want to make sure that everybody understands that they are expected to pay their fines and costs upon acceptance of their plea. And if they don't if they don't pay their fines and costs and they ask for more time, then they're gonna have to come back and see me on an adjourned to pay date. They only will come back to see me on the adjourned to pay date if they fail to pay it in the time frame that the court has established. And they need to also understand that if they fail to appear at the adjourned to pay date, that the charges will be reinstituted, okay?
Yes, Judge.
And you understand that, right, Ms. Allen?
Yes.
All right, very good. You may proceed with the constitutional rights, Mr. Vikings.
Thank you. Ma'am, you understand that in this matter, you have a right to a trial, correct?
Yes.
And you wish to waive that right and enter a guilty plea today, correct?
Yes.
Are you doing so freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Has anyone promised you anything or forced you into doing this, to plead guilty?
No.
Your Honor, I'm satisfied as to a constitutional waiver. May I do a factual basis?
Yes, you may.
Ma'am, on the date and time of this citation, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And when stopped by a police officer and asked to produce a valid license, your license was not valid, correct?
Yes.
Your Honor, I'm satisfied.
I'm satisfied as well. I'll accept your plea of guilty. I'm amending that charge to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. And I'm dismissing the no insurance misdemeanor. And that is with the stipulation of probable cause, Mr. Fiken?
Yes, Your Honor, defendant would so stipulate.
Wonderful, it's dismissed. I'm ready for sentencing.
Judge, she is trying to get her license back. She had her registration, which is good. That was showed me that she put a little skin in the game, and that helped with the offer as well, Judge. So I just want you to take that into account when assessing this matter.
All right. Thank you. I want to just see what phase your client was in. Oh, show cause. All right. I am assessing our cost in the amount of $195. The fine is $50. The total amount owed to the court is $245. Can you get that paid on today, Ms. Allen?
No.
All right, I will give you until you need to get it paid by January 4th. Please place her on my docket for an adjournment to pay January 4th, 2022. Place her on at 10:30. You do not get it paid before that date. You need to appear so that you don't go into warrant status, okay?
Okay.
But get it paid, all right?
Okay, how do I pay that?
You can go use the kiosk here at the court. You can come into the court and pay. There are also kiosks throughout the city. I can't tell you where. You can also download the app called DivDat. D-I-V as in Victor, D-A-T as in Tom. And you should be able to look up your case and pay it through DivDat, right? In the comfort of your home. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Take care. All right, Mr. Figgins, are you ready on Mr. Acton?
Yes, Judge.
All right, very good. There's a lady, Miss Brenda Allen. She's not connected to audio. So Miss Allen, try to work that out before I call your case. I'm going to call Mr. Acton's case at this time. I have case number SP 118-05821. Mr. Acton, state your full name for me, please.
Nicholas Edward Acton.
All right, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning to you.
All right, counsel, it looks like there are some other cases in Mr. Acton's file.
Oh, we did not know that, Judge.
There's a case number P11800579, and it is a civil infraction, 6 to 10 miles per hour over the posted speed limit. There's a recommendation that in exchange for his plea of responsible, they will amend the charge to limited access 1 to 5 miles over the speed limit, and then they will dismiss on the matter, the misdemeanor that I've put on the record.
Yes, and I'm sure I did not speak with Mr. Acton about it, but because that's a no point ticket, I'm sure that he would like to resolve that matter today. Is that correct, Mr. Acton?
Yes, please.
We stand ready
All
to
right.
plead, Judge.
Wonderful. 1 second. Yes, ma'am.
What is that ticket number?
The one, let's see, it's P11800579.
Okay, that is closed, so he only has the.
So was it closed because it was dismissed or because it went into default?
He paid it on 10/14/21.
He's already paid it. So, Mr. Fikens, what I will do is I'll still go forward with your client's plea because he's already paid it, and I'll honor, I won't go forward. He's already paid it, so he's already admitted responsibility. But I will honor still the offer from the people to dismiss the misdemeanor.
And thank you, Your Honor, and that's the offer I had, so we appreciate that. And we would stipulate.
All right. Wonderful. So for purposes of the misdemeanor, I'm dismissing that one without prejudice. So you're in great shape. You don't owe us any money, okay, Mr. Acton?
Sounds great. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you for your patience this morning.
Thank you.
All right. Did Miss Allen? Yes, she did. She has her volume on. Miss Allen, I'm ready for you. Brenda Allen.
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Allen. How are you this morning?
I am blessed. How are you?
Yes, you are. All right. I'm gonna call all of your cases. You have the following with us. Case number SP 7925241. You also have case number, that's counts 1, 2, and 3. State your full name for me, Miss Allen.
Brenda Yvette Allen.
All right, Miss Allen. Mr. Fikens, what are we doing on Miss Allen's cases?
Judge, my client wishes to avail herself of the offer in this matter. She'll be tendering a guilty plea on the no license matter.
On the,
And
I'm sorry, the no license, you said?
correct, Judge, count 2.
Okay, so that's count 2. Very good.
And then counts 1 and 3 would be dismissed.
All right, very good. Raise your right hand for me, Miss Allen. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes, it will.
All right, thank you. Mr. Fikens, you may proceed.
Thank you. And you understand that in these matters, you have a right to a trial, correct?
Yes.
And you wish to give up that right and enter a guilty plea today, is that correct?
Yes.
Now, is this, and I'm, Judge, I have to hesitate because this was the other person that I had messed up in my notes. Did I indicate to you that there was going to be a dismissal of these matters? Or did you understand that you were pleading guilty on no license? Ms. Allen?
Did you talk to me about that? I didn't get to talk to you.
Oh, boy, now I'm really confused.
Yeah, I didn't get to talk to you.
Judge,
Who did you talk to?
I kind of, I didn't get, something went wrong in the chat room and I got back to this screen.
That's
Okay, so Mr. Fikens, you'll have to take her in as well, along with Mr. Andrews.
Yes.
All right, and then we'll bring you back. So
Okay.
Mr. Dana Andrews and Ms. Brenda Allen, should both receive an invitation to a breakout room to go with Mr. Fikens.
Thank you, Judge.
Let's let Ms. Wilson do that. And I'm still looking for Mr. Al Samet.
I'm ready.
All right, do we, Mr. Hill, did you find your client, Mr. Al Samet?
I did not, Judge. He was not in the breakout room. No.
Okay. I don't know where he is. I'm sorry. Yes, I do. I have it. Okay, thank you. Well, Mr. Hill, I guess we could reach out to you if we ever find your client.
That's fine, Judge.
Okay. All right, we'll
Thank
call
you.
you if we find him. Thank you for
Thank you.
serving today.
No problem, Judge. Good to see you. Bye, everybody.
All right, bye-bye. When I finish signing off on all of these, Ms. Matt, I still have at least a stack and a half to go. I'm gonna be ready to call the remainder of my docket.
I hit the leave button. It's red now.
That's okay. You're back in the courtroom, sir.
Oh,
We're live and we're.
All right, Mr. Fikens, are we ready to proceed?
We are ready, Your Honor. I apologize for messing up a couple of my notes.
All right, you are in great shape. Let's do it. Let's go back to Mr. Andrews. All right, I am recalling the following case number SP 1219305, counts 1 and 2. Mr. Andrews, state your name again for me, please.
Dana McAndrews.
All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Fikens, how are we proceeding?
Judge, after speaking with my client, and I thank you for that opportunity to speak with him, he wishes to continue his not guilty plea and seeks a bench trial date.
And a formal hearing?
Yes, I thank you. Yes, a formal hearing too, Judge.
All right, very good. I'm going to set that date for, I'm going to do it on January. Wait a minute, let me make sure I'm doing it right. 1 second. Yes, I'll set it for January 7th, 2022 at 1:30 p.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, let's keep going.
So I can leave.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
I'm recalling Debbie Andrews. Wait a minute, is that right? No, Brenda Allen. Brenda Allen. And I have her file already. I just looked at the wrong name. 1 second. All right, I have the following case number SP 7925241, counts 1, 2, and 3. Ms. Allen, state your name again for me.
Brenda Yvette Allen.
All right, thank you. Mr. Fikens.
Thank you, Your Honor. After speaking with my client, she does wish to avail herself of the offer. She'll be tendering a plea of guilty to count 2, no license, asking this court to reduce that to fail to display and dismiss the other 2 charges today.
All right, thank you. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes, it will.
Thank you. You may place your hand down. Mr. Fikens, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ma'am, you understand that in these matters, you have a right to a trial, correct?
Yes.
And you understand that by pleading guilty on one of those matters, you're giving up that right to a trial, correct?
Yes.
Are you doing so freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Has anyone forced you into doing this or promised you anything to get you to plead guilty today?
No.
Your Honor, I'm satisfied as to a constitutional waiver. May I do a factual basis?
Yes, you may.
Ma'am, on the date and time of this incident, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit?
Yes, I was.
And when stopped by a police officer and asked to produce a valid license, your license was not valid, correct?
Yes.
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
I'm satisfied as well. I'll accept your client's plea of guilty to count 2. I'll follow the recommendation and amend the charge to failure to display a valid operator's license. I'm dismissing counts 1 and 3 without prejudice with the stipulation of probable cause, Mr. Fikens.
Defendant would so stipulate, Your Honor.
Those 2 matters are dismissed and I'm ready for sentencing.
Judge, I do want this court to know she does have a $300 bond, $100 each on each one of these matters. So we'd ask that be applied to any costs and fines which may be levied in this case. I just also want you to know she's trying to get her license back, and interestingly, she wanted to take care of Detroit first before she took care of one of the suburbs. So I always like that.
Oh, my.
Take care of the city first, Judge. So Brenda Allen wanted to do that, and I appreciate that.
All right, thank you, Miss Allen. I am going to, I'll waive any warrant costs on anything that I dismissed without prejudice. I'm going to waive the warrant costs on count 2 as well.
Thank you, Judge.
I'm going to apply the $300 bond to the following fines and costs. The cost will be $200 and the fine will be $50. So the total amount owed will be $250. And I probably don't need to adjourn it to pay, do I? That should take care of everything?
It should, Judge.
All
Yes.
right, and you are paid in full. And, wait a minute. I have to do the fine at $100 because I'm working with you. But it's gonna cost you the whole $300, okay?
Okay.
But you don't owe us anything additional because I waived some other things for you.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you. Thank
All
you.
right. Very good. So you're in great shape. Go get your license, ma'am, okay?
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Take care of yourself.
Okay, God bless y'all.
Thank you, same to you. All right. Do we have anyone else? I still have not found Mr. Al Samet. Is there anyone else out there lingering? I need to, while we're looking to make sure, I need to call the remainder of the specialty court docket. Mr. Levon Wilson, Mr. Yancey, if you can hear me, Mr. Levon Wilson. Where's Mr. Wilson today?
Yeah, I have to check that and see who's the case manager. If you can give me 60 seconds. Mr. Griffin? Okay, because he only told me about one person. Give me, I'll let you know in a minute.
Okay, and then we're still waiting on Mr. Ogden, right?
Yes, and we did contact them. They told us they'd get him over here ASAP.
All right.
Yes.
Very good. Check on Mr. Wilson for me. So then with that, we can start getting my, the rest of my docket together. What's easier for you to do? Putting all the show cause, the things that were show causes together, and then the arraignments?
If you just go down the docket.
Yep, I can do that. Yes, ma'am. And then you'll just pass me everything to sign off on?
Yes, I will.
Okay, wonderful. Get one thing. And no, I don't need that. Never mind. Uh-oh, you switched the camera though. Mhm. Too far. There we go. That's perfect. All right, let's do it. I'm calling the remainder of the docket for Monday, December 13th. We still have Mr. Auden is going to come from the jail, and I still have not located Mr. Al Samet. So I have his file. All right, I'm starting with the 8:30 docket for Nelson Anderson. Case number 202-848-48, count 1. I am going to, that's an arraignment on the bench warrant. I am going to place the capias at $50 cash. And then for the remaining 2 matters for Mr. Nelson Anderson, 207-190-62, counts 1 and 2. Capias will issue with a personal bond. I'm going down to the 9 o'clock docket because the other 2 people are drug treatment court. 9 o'clock, I have Mitchell Allen, SP 113-82531, case number SP 121-47642 and 43. Let's see, show cause. So I am going to capias on the first matter. That bond will be set at $50 cash and a personal bond for the remaining matters. For Sean Aaron, I have the following cases: SP 116-1569, counts 1, 2, and 3. On count 1, all of the matters will be personal bond for all 3. For Lamar Acuff, I have the following. I have case number 217-334-18, counts 1, 2, and 3. And case number 2, I'm sorry, on those 3, a show cause will be issued with a hearing date of I'll have to do the hearing date of January 10th, 2022 at 9:30 a.m. for show cause. I have and then for case number 217-334-171 for Lamar Acuff, a default judgment will be entered. For Charles Adams III, I have the following: SP 1205144, counts 1, 2, and 3. Show cause with the hearing date of January 10th, 2022 at 9:30 a.m. And then case number SP 120-51581, default judgment. For David Atkins, U606532221 and U606533321. Show cause with the hearing date of January 10th at 9:30. For Amir Al-Furadi, I have case number SP 1205434, counts 1 and 2. Show cause with the same hearing date. All of my show causes will have the same hearing date, January 10th at 9:30. And then for Amir Al-Furadi, I have SP 1205381, counts 1, 2, and 3. Default judgments will be entered for all 3 of those matters. I did Ivan Alexander, is that correct?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, so to take him off my list.
Formal hearing.
Yes, got it. All right, I have Jesse Alexander was scheduled for a trial today on SP 111-48061. Capias will issue And that bond is set at $100 cash. And then for Jesse Alexander, SP 1114806, counts 2 and 3, default judgments will be entered for both of those matters. For DeMonte Alford, case number U60356521, show cause with the hearing date of January 10th. For Mohammed Al-Khatib, 217-298-561, scheduled for arraignment, so a show cause will issue. For Frederick Allen, case numbers SP 115643, counts 1, 2, and 3. Today was scheduled for a show cause. Capias will issue. For Austin Alman III, I have the following matters. Case number SP 1204619, counts 1, 2, and 3. And case number SP 1204621, show cause will issue as to all of those matters with the hearing date of January 10th. And then for Mr. Alman, I have SP 1204492, counts 1, 2, and 3. Default judgment will be entered as to all 3 matters. For Ceophas Alonzo, case number Z796405, case number 1440623, counts 1 and 2. Defendant failed to appear. This is an arraignment on the bench warrant. Therefore, Capias will issue as to each matter. And the bond, any bond that was placed on the arraignment on the bench warrant is going to be forfeited. So he'll just go into Capias status. All right, I have to call Mr. Al Samet, even though I think he was here and he left. SP 112-27571 was an arraignment on the bench warrant, so that will be a Capias. For Messiah Amerson, SP 1150615, counts 1 and 2. Capias will issue as to count 1, and then with a personal bond, but on count 2, the bond, Capias will issue and the bond will be set at $100 cash. I have Sierra Anderson, SP 1204406, counts 1 and 2. Scheduled for arraignment, so show cause will issue. And then for SP 1204471 for Sierra Anderson, the default judgment will be entered. For Michael Anderson, SP 1204611, show cause will issue. And for SP 1204591, default judgment will be entered. For Aaron Anthony, I have case number 217-28345, counts 1, 2, and 3. Capias will issue as to all 3 matters. For Moses Armstrong, scheduled for arraignment, U611-20221, charged with alcohol-related violation. Show cause will issue with that same hearing date of January 10th at 9:30. For Nakia Armstrong, case number 217-365-851, show cause with the hearing date of January 10th, and case number 217-365-841, default judgment for Nakia Armstrong. For Troy Artist, I have the following: SP 1156897, counts 1, 2, and 3. Capias will issue as to all 3 matters. For Martez Asbury, 217279021, Capias will issue. For Russell Asby, SP 115727, 8, counts 1 and 2. Capias will issue. For Kristen Asukwu, SP 115-45201, Capias will issue. For Dushan Atkins, I have case numbers SP 1204117, counts 1 and 2. That will be scheduled for show cause on January 10th at 9:30 a.m. And then for Dushan Atkins, I have case number SP 120411421. Default judgment will be entered. For Tierra Austin, SP 1194840, counts 1 and 2. Schedule them for show cause. And then we have 3 trials scheduled today for 1:30. Let's make sure that Mr. Rosenthal knows that we have 3 matters scheduled at 1:30. I will go to staffing today. We'll see if anybody shows up, and then we'll proceed. Once I finish staffing, or I'll take a break in staffing and come take care of those cases. It's 3 matters. That's the only way I can do it without bogging down the docket.
Understood, Judge.
All right, very good.
Yeah, Your Honor.
Ms. Nancy?
Yes, Mr. Griffin, for some reason, he had Mr. Wilson actually for tomorrow at 9:45. So can we change that if he had the wrong date?
Yes, can you put Levon Wilson, case number Z 8070501 on the docket for tomorrow, which would be December 14th, 2021 at 9:45 a.m.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. So we're just waiting on Mr. Ogden. Is that correct? Did I miss anything?
You did not, Judge.
All right, we can do one of 2 things, Mr. Reed, Mr. Ficus. You all can hang out, or I'll give this file back for Mr. Al-Samat. Or if we're waiting on Mr. Ogden, or we can call you. You can be on standby, and we'll call you when he signs in, or when he comes in.
That'd be fine, Judge.
Okay, or Mr. Yancey, he can come today, and he's not going back to the Wayne County Jail, and you can get him all set up and processed for intake for tomorrow. Which one would you prefer to do?
Yeah, and I just caught the tail end. Can you ask me that again?
I was going to, for Mr. Ogden, he's coming down. He's going to be dressed out. You can then get all of his paperwork together, and we can do his intake on tomorrow if you'd like to do it that way.
On Zoom, that'd be perfect, Your Honor.
All right, because I'm not sending him back to the jail. He got caught up in the COVID thing.
He did.
All right, so for Mr. Ogden, case number 210-573-5901, I'm going to adjourn him for intake. If we could put the proceeding as intake, that's going to be for December 14, 2021, and he'll come on at 9:45 a.m. And so, but Mr. Yancey, when he comes in, officer, I want Mr. Yancey to come down and let's get him so he can get him all processed. Okay, Officer Lott. All right. And he's free to leave. Yes, sir. By Zoom on tomorrow. Yes, sir. All right. That way, Mr. Reed, Mr. Ficus, you all don't have to hang out with me any longer. I believe that's everything we need. Is Mr. Morgan in this morning?
And he was in. He had to leave because of a high school issue with his son. His school got locked down, so he had to go retrieve his son. So he had to leave.
All right. All right. So we can still staff because I need to get some updates and all of that good stuff. And so if I could get a docket for Tuesday, Mr. Reed, Mr. Ficus, do you all have Tuesday's docket and Tuesday's offers?
No, Judge, we do not.
I'm sorry?
We do not have the docket for Tuesday, Judge.
Okay, can we get the Tuesday docket and give me a copy as well as the attorneys? And then we will go from there. We'll staff at. No, oh, yes, I am. I'm gonna be back at 1:30 and so will that. Hey, sweetheart, hold on 1 second. Okay, so I'll see you all at 1:30, Mr. Rosenthal. We have trials scheduled for 1:30.
I'll be here, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful.
Need the attorney's email.
Can somebody call in and give Ms. Mack the email address
Yeah,
for one of the attorneys?
I'll do that, Judge. I'll call her.
All right, Mr. Fikens will call you. All right, thank you all. I'll see you at 1:30.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
All right,
Matt,
very good.
I'll